Welcome back, it's Pam from BenMcFuzzylugs again, today with just a quick tips tutorial for things that will help you with needle felting. Now, have you seen online the beautiful gnomes and Santas that people create with these gorgeous flowing beards or curly hair or anything, and then ordered some locks online and been, to say the least, a little disappointed with the quality? I've found over the years, and I'm not going to name any firms because I've ordered from loads of different places and it's really hit and miss. We get bits like this that have small amounts of nice curls in them, but you have to really pick through to find the bits of nice curls. Lots of vegetable material, and to be honest, quite a few bits that look like I got the clippings from the bum of the sheep. Occasionally, and same company, same order pretty much, you can get some really beautiful curls, but it's so hit and miss, and I was spending an absolute fortune on getting all of these curls and just not being able to use them. So I decided to have a shot at making my own, and this is what I'm going to teach you here today, hopefully. Just to make your own bundles of curls, anything from crazy little springs, and you can separate them out and get basically frizz, fluff, also everything you want you can just do with a simple method that I'm going to teach you today. So all it is, you need something to wind your wool round. I go for a skewer, just a normal bamboo skewer that I've got sitting about in the house. If you wanted looser curls, you could go for something bigger, like maybe a pencil, or whatever you've got lying about really, and some fleece. I find it easiest to use tops for this, where it's all got all the fibres are in the one direction. It's a nice and easy to work with. You could do it with bats or something, but it'd be a little harder. And all you want to do, this is so easy, is just take a small section off your fleece, just no more than a centimetre, a few millimetres, and if you get like what I've done when you separate it, it's maybe a little bit thinner at one end and a bit fatter in the middle, what you can do is draft it out, which is just literally hold it quite a distance apart with your fingers and gently pull so the fibres slip along each other, but not enough so that it splits, just so that it thins down. You can just move your fingers down the length of the fibre, and it just makes it a little more of an even length. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to start at one end and wrap down the skewer. So all I do is leave a little tail pointing down the ways, and just gently, don't pull too tight else your roving will separate. You're just going to wrap around that wee tail so it can hold itself, and then I'm just going to keep winding down the skewer. Every so often I just hold on to the end and push up just to tighten the loops together. Wrap round the skewer, and again, just when I'm pushing the ends together, I just do it with the finger, just quickly. I just let go of the roving so it untangles itself, because when you're wrapping it round it can twist itself. You can, if you wanted, just gently wrap it round, keeping it all in the one direction like a ribbon, but I've not found any real difference in the type of curl you get, so you just play around with it and see what works for you. I just find this much easier. And you're just going to go all the way down. Your skewer, tightening it up as you go along. And now when you're getting towards the end of this piece of fibre, you want to do as you were doing, leaving a wee gap between each of your turns, and then go back along it with just the tail end so it fits into the gaps that you've just made in your twist. And then just hold the tail, push the ends down so it holds itself in place. And we're just going to carry on getting another piece of fibre, drafting it out slightly so it's a similar length, similar width rather. So it's basically just no more than a centimetre, and when you twist it, it comes down to about the size of the cocktail stick. That's plenty thick. Obviously you'll get a different effect if you use more fleece, so again, experiment with that and see what style you like. This is just how I like it. So we're just going to do the same thing again, leave a bit of tail pointing down the way. Wrap your fibre over the tail just to hold it in place, and then continue wrapping down your skewer. Letting it untangle every now and again. Down your skewer. And then once you're getting to the tail ends, leave some nice gaps between your wraps and then wrap back again. Like so. Hold the tail in place so it doesn't spring. Push the loops together. And there you go. And you're just going to carry this on right the way down your cocktail stick. Now I tried to film this next bit, but the camera got steamed up, but I can explain it and it's easy as anything. All you want to do is boil a kettle full of water, and then into your sink, drop your skewers. Make sure the plug's out so everything can drain, and you just want to tip that kettle full of water right over your cocktail sticks until all the fibres are totally saturated, and then just leave that to cool down. You could, if you were in a hurry, pour some cold water over it to cool down, but it dries quicker as well if the water's hot. So I just leave it there to cool down, and then when I lift it out of the water, I just stick it in something to dry. It takes about a day, maybe 2 days, depending on how hot the house is. But I just stick it in something, pop it on the windowsill, leave it for about a day until I've got nice dry sticks like this. So all the fibre is totally dry all the way through, and all you're going to do now, I wound it this way, so to loosen it I just take the twists and turn them against the way they were wrapped, so they just loosen a little bit. So I'm holding it and twisting it towards me slightly, and this just loosens the fibres slightly. And then when you feel them starting to get a bit more manageable, they're beginning to move, then we're just going to pull it. It was just easier on this side, so I'm pulling it off this way. And you just slide it off the stick. Sometimes they get a bit stuck if you've wound it too tight, but just work it gently, twisting and pulling, and they'll slide off your cocktail stick, kebab stick, and you are left with these adorable fun ringlets. It's almost like springs. Now you could just use these as they are in any kind of project. That would be so cute as hair for little girl dolls or anything, and the more you play with them you can slightly loosen them out, so it's just ever so cute. But if we want the nice locks, all you do is you go into your fibre and you're just gonna gently towards the end with your finger and thumb, you're just gonna pull apart your little ringlet into 2 sections and just gently pull it down the length of the fibre, and you're going to get these so cute curls. And that's all there is to it. It is easy as that. Wind around a cocktail stick, tip hot water, kebab stick, right. Wind around a kebab stick, tip boiling water over the kebab stick, let it cool down, stick it in a pot or something so they're upright and can dry properly, leave 24 hours, slide them off your stick, and you have these wonderful, so much fun little hairsprings, curls, whatever you want to call them. Right, thank you for joining me. Please come back. I have loads of videos planned, but if you can think of anything that you want tips or anything on, please leave a comment below and I'll get back to you hopefully with a new video soon. Thank you.